up, Bone Army? This is Bone Collector here today with the Bone Report. Today is Wednesday, September 13th, 2022. And as always, remember, this is not financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. With that being said, we hit a milestone today with 20 subscribers. Yay! I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. The channel is slowly but surely growing, and we're trying to get more and more each week. So if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and we would totally appreciate that. All right, so for today, we're looking at some action here. Price action with Bone. We're a little bit down today. Price has been kind of crazy going back and forth. I seen last night went up as high as I think $2.07 before going back down, and then back up again this morning in the $2 range. Now we're back down to 188. Bitcoin is down as well. Looks like it's a pretty much red day. We were up to I think 23,000 on Bitcoin yesterday. Now we're back down to right above the 20,000 range, 20 and a half. When Bitcoin go down, pretty much everything goes down. Sheeb is down, about the same. Also, Leash is down as well. All right, gonna get into what we was gonna get into today. And basically what I want to do is just pretty much show the comparison between Binance Coin, BNB versus Bone. I know a lot of people, I've heard people before in the past talk about how BNB, you can't really compare BNB to Bone. I mean, it's not even a comparison. BNB is the number 5 crypto, really number 3 when you take out stable coins in the whole entire crypto market. So, they're like, Bone is so new, you can't compare something like Bone to something as great as BNB. But I mean, when you look at the two tokens, I mean, they're very similar. I mean, so going here today, BNB is at 279 now. BNB, when it was at its all-time high, BNB went up, it says, all the way up to 690 a token. 690 a token. So BNB, why I like to compare BNB with Bone is mainly because of the utility that's similar between both of the tokens. The max supply is similar, not exactly the same, but I mean it's close enough. Max supply for BNB is 200 million, and the max supply for Bone is 250 million. So when you look at tokens and try to compare them, you gotta look at the max supply, and you also gotta look at, I mean, what is the purpose of the token? What type of utility it has? A lot of different tokens can do different things. So with these particular two tokens, Bone and BNB, I mean, they roughly do pretty much almost the same thing. Binance is a central exchange. It's the top central exchange in the world. So if we go here to CoinMarketCap and go to exchanges, you can see here that Binance is the number 1 ranked central cryptocurrency exchange. Today, over the last 24 hours alone, they've done over 27, almost 28 billion dollars in volume. So that's cash that's going through that exchange, being traded every single day. You can see here number 2. I'm sorry, didn't mean to do that. You can see here the number 2 is FTX. Now there's a big gap. If you look at the number 1 and number 2, you got almost $28 billion of volume going between the Binance exchange. FTX is at almost $3 billion. So that's a big gap. Then not too far on the FTX is Coinbase, like almost one of the first crypto exchanges ever. So and they're just at 2 billion themselves. So when you look at that, you know, you see that Binance BNB coin, they have a really, really big platform. So when you look at their token, you know, you have to use BNB as gas on their exchange. So anytime you uh, exchange tokens or buy tokens or do anything on that exchange, you have to use BNB as the gas fee. So that's very similar to Bone and what Bone is trying to do on the Shibarium Layer 2 network. Is they're going to be the gas token for everything that's going to be done on Shibarium. And so that's why I like to compare these two tokens, because they pretty much have the same function. BNB as well, I think, also has they have governance power. With as long as you have BNB, you can vote on things and things of that nature. So I mean, pretty much they're almost the same type of token, just for two different platforms. Now, BNB, if we look here, BNB has been around for over 5 years, so of course it's going to have a whole lot longer to accumulate, you know, cash flow into this particular coin. But I mean, we look here. Today is September 13th, 2022. Well, on this same date, 2017, BNB was only trading for 67 cents. 67 cents. And so you can see here, as the year go on, it went up, I mean, to $1.55, $1.80 goes up, $1.92. I mean, that's what we are right now with Bone. And we don't even have Shibarium here yet. This is pre-Shibarium. This is before it even can function like BNB token is functioning, was functioning back then in 2017. So that should be something that's kind of big when you think about it. If Bone is truly on this same track that BNB was on, Bone is actually ahead of the game when it comes to BNB. If you look at that, because also BNB also has less tokens than Bone, 50 million less tokens than Bone. So Bone is already outperforming BNB from a beginning stage if you look at it from that standpoint. Now, things to talk about with Bone, why people don't like to compare it, and one thing that you do want to look at when you talk about the comparison is, Binance is a central exchange. Get on there. They're almost like their own company. They have support. You get on there, make an account, and then you have an account with Binance, and they are pretty much in control of your funds and your crypto. You're trusting them to keep your crypto safe and things of that nature. You're basically giving them control over your cryptocurrency, because they're a central exchange. You get an account with them, and then you can go on that platform, buy and swap. But ultimately, they are the ones that's in control of your funds. If someone comes and hacks the exchange, they could take all your crypto from that exchange, and it will be up to that exchange to refund those cryptos to you. A lot that has happened in the past with Binance, and they've been pretty good with that. So they're the number one central exchange, so they want to gain people trust in order to stay number one. So they have insurance and things of that nature. So they're a central exchange. Now on the opposite side, you've got decentralized exchanges. These are pretty much exchange protocols that just run pretty much automatically. There is not a situation where you go and sign up for an account, no KYC, know your customer or anything like that. You have a wallet that you go on, a crypto wallet, and you pretty much link on to their decentralized exchange, and then you handle everything by yourself. and everything pretty much runs automatically. There's no support channel or anybody that you can talk to or anything of that nature. So um, decentralized exchanges are a little different than centralized exchanges. And when you look at the amount of volume that's going through these exchanges, here, DYDX, this is the number one ranked decentralized exchange by coin market cap. You look at the volume, it's only 1.6 billion. So, and then it goes down from there. So if you look at the amount of volume that goes through decentralized exchanges opposed to centralized exchanges, is a big difference there. Mainly because, at this point, um, not a vast majority of people, you're just casual average person that's just trying to get into crypto. They don't really know how to really operate on decentralized exchanges. It's a little scary because you're kind of on your own when it comes to decentralized exchanges. So not a lot of just mainstream people go through decentralized exchanges. Here you see Shiba Swap is the number 19th decentralized exchange. Only been out for a little over a year. So right now, Shiba Swap pretty much got 20 million dollars in volume that's going through it on a 24-hour basis. So when you look at that, 20 million, compared to, Binance at 27 billion, that's a big disparity between the amount of volume that's going through. Now, when you look at Shiba Swap, as of today, you look at the coins the tokens that's being traded and swapped on the decentralized exchange of Shiba Swap. You look at Bone, and Bone is almost 50% of the volume that's going through Shiba Swap at the moment. So it's the most popular token on there right now. So people are starting to recognize that Bone is a very, very popular token. So with that being said, though, when it comes to Bone and BNB, it's not apples to apples and oranges to oranges, because Bone is going to be the gas token for a whole, almost pretty much a whole blockchain, as far as a L2 solution with the whole Shibarium network. So that means that it's not just Shiba Swap that Bone is going to be the gas token for, but it's going to be pretty much for everything that has to do with Sheeb and the Sheeb ecosystem. So that's one difference that you got to look at too when you look at BNB opposed to Bone, is that yes, Sheeb has and Bone has Shiba Swap, and that decentralized exchange is not bringing in as much money as the number one centralized exchange in the world. But then there's other things too that also Sheeb is bringing to the table, as far as Shibarium, as far as the Sheeb, the metaverse, as far as Shiba Eternity. That's going to be the video game that Sheeb is bringing to Apple and the Android store. That's going to be an NFT kind of trading card fighting game. So those are also very popular. And a lot of people are talking about this Shibarium is also going to have a function in there to actually burn Sheeb. So that's going to bring the over 1 million Sheeb holders. You really wouldn't have a reason not to interact in that Shibarium network, because the more Sheeb that you burn, the more that the price action will go up for Sheeb itself. So that's actually going to help tie Bone and Sheeb together to where those two tokens are actually working together. And then, you won't have as much of this division between Sheeb and Bone. They actually be working together side by side. So that'll be a good thing. So with that being said, like I said, Shibarium Everybody is waiting right now for Shibarium to drop. And when it does, that price of Bone and Sheep, the whole ecosystem is probably going to shoot up when that happens. So that's pretty much it for today. Tell me what you think in the comments. This Bone Report version of BNB versus Bone. Tell me if you think that BNB is anything similar to what you think that Bone might be in the future. And let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. As always, have a good day.